right now. Either you gon' fold or step up to the plate. When it's your time to bat, you show them that you great. Life is what you make it, hope you make a movement. I hope your opportunity survives the opportunist. Dreams, goals, aspirations. Dedicated, fuck how long it take. We never waited, we elevated. Thought we was gonna stop.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Primary Colors Podcast, where we bring you hot shit and hot takes for the culture. For the culture, we do this for y'all because we love y'all oh so much. I am your humble, grateful, oh so thankful host, Trey the Great. So good to be speaking to you today, and it's a great day to make it a great day. Goddamn, and yeah, man, I'm happy to come to y'all on episode 222, and I ain't had to take notes in a second like this, so this is a little bit different for me, for sure. I feel like I'm sitting up here, my little Kevin Samuel setup and shit, like, and yeah, like I'm up here on my dolo, like, but definitely want to hop on here and chop it up with y'all real quick, you know what I'm saying, to all the listeners that I feel and that we owe so much to. Like, when I say I love y'all so much, I do really, really mean that, and so, like, this episode is really going to be about me pretty much honoring that and letting y'all know what's going on with the pod and things like that. And so, yeah, I don't even know how long it's going to end up, honestly. Like, this could be like a 10-minute episode. It could be like a 30, 40-minute episode. I don't know, man. I'm just finna, like, get on here and talk and kind of chop it and just explore some stuff, like, for the last time. This is my first time doing, like, a solo pod like this. So, you know, I'm kind of excited, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be on my Marion shit or nothing like that. I promise you. Ain't nothing like that. It ain't nothing on the old Marion shit. It's just more so like, yeah, like I know I've been here since the beginning, since we started this thing. And so, like, I want to make sure I kind of like cover pretty much everything and kind of let y'all know what'll be coming up with the pod, because it's going to be some changes for sure. So, yeah, so the episode is named episode 222. I got it tatted on my left arm because for me, that represents alignment, and that's exactly what I mean by some of these moves that y'all are going to see, some of the things that have happened with the pod and stuff like that. And so, like, it really is like a decision out of, like, me doing what is best for me to feel aligned with the things that I say are important in life, you know. And what I, you know, have always loved about this pod is that it's been a space where, like, everybody who's been a part of it, and I want to shout out everybody who's been a part of it. I want to shout out my boy Zach. I want to shout out my boy Ant. I want to shout out AMX. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out AMX. I want to shout out Taz, RIP. We had an engineer that was doing this for us, man, in the beginning. This is years ago. I think this is 2017. We had an engineer doing this for us, man, and he ended up passing away. You know, so we send all the love to his family. Let you know your legacy lives on, bro. We still pushing, man. Shout out my boy Cam. You know what I mean? Man, bro, we got time for shout outs though. We're gonna get to it. In a little bit later in the show. But yeah, this is really what it's about. It's just really like doing what's aligned with me. And so, like, again, I could kind of talk about where the pod all started at and like why it existed in the first place, and then I kind of get into like what the changes will be. Yeah, and then the shit, that shit probably really what I really was trying to cover anyway. So yeah, so like we started this again like in 2017. It was me, Zach, and Ant. We all came together. I came up with the name on accident, and then Zach is the one that actually identified it. And so I always say that he came up with it because we were just talking, because we had a different name for the whole thing, but we all had the idea that we wanted to come together and make something special to just like kind of represent like where we was at in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was three young niggas just processing life. Three dudes just out here in a professional space trying to get it. I was a teacher and was a new software engineer. I think Zach was like fresh in the marketing. We all out of college, fresh out of college. And we just wanted to kind of come together and, have some fun with it. And it really was and has always been that. And I appreciate, everybody who started with us back then. So many people were coming to them studio sessions back then. Like, we had just a whole different setup, man. It was great. And like, I can just remember from the first time we went in there, and that first episode 000, that hoe was terrible. Like, it was terrible. We basically just went in there and got drunk, and we were so nervous. We just kind of was talking about any fucking thing. And so, man, but that's a part of the growing. That's a part of the growth that's been this whole thing. And it's kind of been like the growth of all of us as men that you've kind of been able to watch and see progress and stuff like that. And so, I definitely want to shout out my brothers, man, because this is, again, like, the decisions that are about to be made and things y'all will hear about. It really is about being aligned with what I say is important in my life. You know what I'm saying? And what that looks like is living it out and not just talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And so like, yeah, like we started this as a way for us to kind of like represent ourselves. And I just want y'all to know it's not going to end. Like, it's going to be great. It's going to continue to do some great things. I think y'all going to love the new cast members for sure, because they've been on the show before. They special people. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So like, that's kind of like where it all started. And I can remember just on that first episode again, like it was trash, but we felt it in that moment. Like, we got to keep doing this. Like, this is it. Like, we good at this shit. Like, this is funny. It's some gems in here. Let's like clean it up, make it better. And so we did another one. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, some things was going wrong at the studio. They fuck up the episode. You know what I'm saying? We don't get the video, or something wrong with the audio. Somebody mic messed up. And we went through a lot of growing pains and things like that. And then, yeah, so we had, ultimately, man, I was working at this job, man. And a dude I want to shout out for show, my nigga AT, my big dog, man, my mentor. He was always like, you know, kind of always telling me to like use the situations that I have to like leverage and get to other places and get the skills I need to make the pod better. You know what I'm saying? So basically he kind of like showed me how to set up a situation, you know, where I was able to go to New York and like learn Final Cut Pro and like learn how to record and all stuff like that. And so then I started getting good. Like, I'm putting in hours, like 12 hours, you know, say in a day, trying to like learn how to like record and do audio and video and all stuff like that. And we took it to the crib. I had bought my crib in South Dallas, and we had a studio in the crib, and we just was podding out the, you know, trap, man. That shit was them was the days though. Like, we had some fire ass episodes back then. We had some fire ass guests. Shout out to Ella. Shout out to fucking, man. We had fucking Dubs Grubs, man. Shout out everybody that came through the trap, man. It was a beautiful time. And yeah, so, you know, from there, the cast, it was still like me, Zach. Occasionally, it was Ant. Occasionally, and we had that little therapy episode, and then because y'all know that whole fallout we had with me, Ant, and Zach. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, it really wasn't like me and Ant. It was more like Zach some left and shit like that. Niggas had perceptions of what happened, but we was always, you know what I'm saying, able to again come back to what was most important, and that's the fact that we actually friends and we all brothers and things like that. And so, like, when we look back at that shit, like, it's so funny that we kind of had to go through that. And I think it's really, you know, a part about growing through friendships, man. Like, shit don't be like perfect, but you know you got somebody solid when y'all can come back and rectify with each other, especially as men, because men do not like bringing up with niggas when they was uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? If a dude feels like he feels like, oh, y'all abandoned me, he's more so likely to respond in a way that looks like anger or what look like masculinity to some people. And that's not communicating what he's actually feeling. He feels like abandoned, and niggas don't even fucking know that shit. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I remember I was going to therapy way back when, and I started learning all this shit about myself. Ant was going to therapy at the same time. And then, you know, we ended up having a therapist episode with me, Zach, and Ant. We all, you know what I'm saying, came together. It was a great time. Shout out my man, Say Cool, you know what I'm saying, because you was a part of this, bro, and I appreciate you. Yeah, that was our therapist. You know, y'all hit up Say Cool if y'all needed a licensed therapist to take care of y'all. You know, he really helped me open my eyes to some things in myself that I was really like, I would just say some things that I was not even aware of inside of myself. That's what therapy did for me. Like, you know, I think that a lot of niggas don't go to therapy, or a lot of men, they say they don't want to go to therapy, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reasons. I don't fucking know, bro. This shit is really stupid. But people say they don't want to go to therapy, but what I think maybe could like build a bridge, or what I could offer, is that like, if you only have one set of eyes, you know what I'm saying, you're only seeing shit from one perspective. And I think a wise person knows that like, you don't know everything, and you can't see every fucking thing. You can't even see behind you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have eyes in the back of your head. And so like, at the same time, a therapist just gives you an extra set of eyes to really like process your life and like walk and talk through things. And so, yeah, that we had the therapy episode. It was wonderful, you know, had some breakthroughs there, and the niggas was podding again. You know, Cam was doing, you know, his thing, you know, shout out to motherfucking Sensei of Subtlety, my boy Killer Cam, man. He you know what I'm saying, he out there in Dallas doing big things, man. He doing big things, bro. And shit, he doing well in his professional career, but he finna fuck around and be on a PGA tour next week, goddamn, because this nigga is special out there on the green golf, man. This nigga be golfing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my niggas, man. It's so cool seeing like us turn into like grown men, because we still young niggas, obviously. Like I'm thinking you still really young between like till you like 32, 33, and then you can kind of say like you're not even like middle. You're not even middle age until you like 40. So like you're still kind of young until you middle age. And then so like niggas is just evolving and doing different shit. And like and I saw some shit that really resonated with me. A lot of niggas won't even be able to process it like this, but like I saw some shit that was like, I've never been my next age. And so that's a new age to me. So I don't grow old, I grow new. That shit makes all the sense in the world. You know, like we have these perceptions in society that we think like, and that we're not even aware that we're looking at it through a certain perception. And that perception that we're looking at shit really can be holding us back from like doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cause this shit I'm about to share is like some shit that niggas don't really be doing at, I guess, my age or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I turned 30 this year, and that's really like changed my priorities and shit like that. And again, like I got to be aligned with what I say my priorities in life are, you know, and I've really done a lot here in New York to really like sit down and take the time. And I want to finish the story about the pod or whatever. Let me get back to that. So, you know, we was podding with Cam, everything was great. And then I came out here to move to New York, you know what I'm saying? Let me pick up right there. Moved out here to New York. I was podding with Shaq, podding with T, you know, from Shaq TV podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go follow my boy Shaq, man. My brother, love you dearly, you know what I'm saying? And we just gonna keep up the monthly brunches, bro. Like, don't even worry about this shit, man. We gonna be good. We locked in for life. T, you know you my dog. You my dog, T. I feel like I fucking know Issa before Issa becomes Issa, like fucking with you, T. Like, thank you for putting me in your script play. We about to kill this shit. I cannot wait till y'all see what the fuck T got going on. Cause she cooking in this bitch. Alright? My niggas is RTs, you know what I'm saying? And it's been amazing, all the people that you've exposed me to. Man, shout out to my boy Wolf. My nigga Wolf. My nigga Wolf, bro. Hey, man, like, again, we 4L, bro. We done been in this for years, bro. Back to the Greenhouse EP, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? He just sent me some shit with him and B. Anderson. I'm riding around listening to that unreleased Wolf, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out my nigga for that, for sure. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of y'all, bro. And I just want to thank y'all, you know what I'm saying, for making my New York experience for really what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so, shout out to WTF Media Studios, man. You know, Weezy, Mandy, call me, baby. Call me. I'm fucking around. So let me get back to this shit, man. So, like, yeah, I've been in New York for a whole year now, right? And here's basically where we are. Like, what's going to happen with the pod? What's going to change? So I've been in New York for a year. Again, like, shit happened with COVID. I lost my grandma, lost my cousin. I've seen how that affected my mom. I'm doing some growing up in myself and shit like that. And I've kind of realized, like, nigga, like, your dad is a person, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's made mistakes in your life, and, like, you know, you may view it as a mistake, but you honestly probably would have did the same shit because y'all are literally the exact same person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not judgmental like that of my parents or like that anymore. And so, but like, that's allowed me to like open up to like wanting to just be closer to them, like super, super close to them, because my niggas is healthy. My dad paid, you know what I'm saying? My mama paid. Like, they doing well in life, bro. Like, why would I not want to be around these cool ass people that birthed me into this world, and they have so much insight into like who I am, and they just been depositing in me so much, you know what I'm saying? And so pretty much what I got to tell niggas, I'm moving to Chicago, nigga, in like fucking 60 days, nigga. This shit is crazy. I'm fucking moving to Chicago in like 60 days. Niggas know, you know what I'm saying? My job pretty much remote now. And so, like, yeah, that's been a change from there. I kind of got the ability to move around and do what I got to do, or do what I want to do, you know? Again, I'm just in a different headspace of just like being in like, nigga, investments is going well, my nigga. I'm richer than I ever been type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm more strategic with my money than I've ever been. I'm not budget better than I ever been. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, if money was not an issue, and coming up to New York was definitely a money play, because this really showed me, it was my first time touching six figures on a job. You know what I'm saying? And so like what it has shown me is like, if money is not an object anymore, what is most important to you? And I had to really sit and think, and I had a lot of fucking alone time up here by myself. I love this fucking apartment, man. I'm gonna miss the hell out of this. So, but it's really like taught me that, nigga, my family is the most important thing to me, bro. And again, I'm turning 30, and I want my own family one day too. And how can I ever take another family serious when I haven't even worked out the shit I got my own family, bro? Like, I can do better there, and I can be a better brother, a better son, a better cousin, a better uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool seeing my, you know what I'm saying? When I go back to Chicago, my grandma pulled me to the side like, hey, great son, I know you got it. Let me get $100 off you. I need that. You don't tell your daddy. You know, I like that shit. You know, that's family being family, and I need that. You know, and that's where I'm at in life now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as much as I love New York City, boy, because this city is amazing. It's not like I came out here and I didn't like it, and it's not like I couldn't do the pod out there. But the thing is this, with the pod, it takes a lot to go into this. As far as what you put into it, as far as just putting yourself out there. Like, I can't tell you how many times I done got on this motherfucker, because that's one thing we've always done is we've got on here, we spoke our truth. I was never capping, never lying on this hoe. Nobody was ever lying or said anything that wasn't true on here or wasn't like true to themselves. You know what I'm saying? And so like it's that comes with consequences though when you put your truth out in the media. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching this Dave Chappelle special the other day, and that literally is what he was talking about. It's like, you know, artistic expression is not considered sometimes when people take your words literally. And I done had fucking broken up relationships behind some shit I done said on the pod, or I done had all kind of shit happen over some shit I done said on the pod, speaking my truth, and people take their perception and then walk off with it and do what they want to do with it. I done had to, you know what I'm saying, really like come on here and speak about times when I was fucking molested as a child, or I had to talk about times when I was like just going through just wild shit, just with army shit, and just speaking my truth on that, and just, you know what I'm saying, I done came in here, I spoke my truth. I done told it. I done really like been an open book, because I wanted to at least like people who ever see it or hear it, and like, you know what I'm saying, like, and y'all really be hitting me up, like, and be letting me know like this shit be resonating with y'all, and like the mental health shit, like when I was going through my like suicidal like slumps, and like y'all really was hitting me up and telling me like, hey bro, I appreciate you talking about this shit, because nobody would know that I'll be going through the same thing. And so like, man, and I want to thank everybody that's been involved, because everybody has been honest like that on the pod. Like, I want to thank T. I want to thank Shaq for being honest. I want to thank Ant. I want to thank Cam. Me and Cam that had some of the best honest ass conversations on this motherfucker, man. Like, shout out to Flock, just being just you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into that a bit too soon, but yeah, just, you know, it's been some honest talks on here, and there's been some repercussions for all of that. And where I'm at in my life moving forward, it's not that I'm scared to speak my truth or nothing like that, because I'm always going to do that. But I think where I'm progressing to in my life is going to require me to have a lot more privacy. And let me talk kind of about what that looks like as far as like what it means privacy. Like, niggas know I deleted my Facebook. Goddamn, I don't care. Aunties, uncles, goddamn, y'all gonna see me when y'all see me. Motherfucker, like, y'all call me, bro. Like, y'all think social media is real. It's not real, bro. Like, let's have a real connection. You really call me, because I could really be off this earth tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And you thinking you saw me on social media, oh, he looking well, nigga, you need to call me. We need to connect for real. Like, we need to do that. And I've been getting better with that too. So like, yeah, I done deleted my Facebook, deleted my Twitter. I ain't on there no more, and that was taking up a lot of my time. I turn the comments off my IG story, because like, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I post stuff on there, and like, you know what I'm saying, us being us, friends, stuff like that, like we always want to interact on there. But I realized like I don't have the capacity to interact on IG as much as I get traction on there, and really be good at texting people back, and really be good at people calling people back, and focus on my real job, and make sure that I'm checking in with my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to prioritize shit is what I'm realizing in this life, bro. Like, you're not going to be able to have everything. And so you can prioritize things for that's important for where you at in life. And I know where I'm at in life, it's just going to require me to be a little bit more private with my life, bro. And what does that mean for like the pod and things like that? Like, I'm always going to be around to help people. And then, you know what I'm saying? If we connected on this thing, like, we for sure connected on this thing, man. I want to shout out to my boy, motherfucking D Mays. I want to shout out to my nigga. I want to shout out Jessa. I want to shout out Jessa, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? People we really like talk and really connect on here. I want to shout out Book. Man. Motherfuckers hit me up like after pods, and like we talk about these things, and like we really like bond and dialogue over this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so like again, I want to do that at a high level. I want to be honest every time I step on here. And I have been, and I never not be every time I do something like this, because that's the whole point of it. You know what I'm saying? Was for me and my brothers to connect, and for us to like do something honest and do something cool, and you know what I'm saying? And like put out some merch, which we did. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody that bought the merch. I want to shout out everybody that bought the merch. Shout out my nigga Trail, bro. Dancing ass Trail, man. You know, it's good to see happy black men out here in the world, bro. You keep doing you. Yeah, bro, like just my nigga D, you know what I'm saying? D Taylor, I appreciate you. I appreciate sincerely. Always be a deep and sincere friend of me. What else, bro? Like, Victoria, I appreciate you. You did so much. You did so much. You done styled me for an episode, and you fucking bought merch and just all this stuff. Like, it's been a lot. It's been a lot, and y'all, I appreciate y'all. But back to what I'm talking about. Anyway, like it's hard to do this at like a high level, where I'm going, or it's gonna hard to continue because again, I'm moving to Chicago. I'm really gonna allow my situation to like be impressionable on me, bro. Like I'm moving back to where my family is. For those of y'all that don't know, my dad lives in Chicago. My grandma lives in Chicago. My mom, my mother. I have two moms. So my plus one mom is in Chicago. My older sister, my little sister, both of them in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like uncles, cousins. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? My boy Kalen. You know what I'm saying? Shout out his wife, Anais. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I know y'all be listening, bro. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Much love, family. And so, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and that's kind of what's going to happen. But I don't want y'all to think that, like, that the pod is done, because it's not. It's not. And let me make sure, because, again, nigga had to take notes. Man, I ain't did this in forever. And make sure I got everything before I kind of let y'all know what's going to happen with the pod, because, again, it's going to be lit. The pod is gonna definitely head back into more like with me on here and T on here, Shaq was really like the spice, but we really kind of give y'all like deep, like esoteric wisdom, like deep in thought type shit. But where it's going now, it'll have that element there for sure, because I'm doing too much, bro. I'm doing too much. Yeah, so like I feel like, again, like what I should have been talking about is that I feel like I do feel like I have another level in me, like physically, like spiritually, and them changes that I made on like social media really helped me kind of realize that like social media is really like a drug, and there's not necessarily like wrong with drugs as long as you're using drugs for the right reasons, right? And you're not abusing them, but it's so easy to not be in control of what you're doing on social media, that it's easy for you to be hooked on that drug. And so like you process life differently now. I process life differently now that I don't have Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not always thinking about some audience that's really fictitiously there. Like there's not this audience that's really listening to you or hearing you speak all the time. But granted, because people interact on your things and you see people retweet your things, like you feel like this connectedness to the community, which essentially does exist, because our virtual communities do connect real peoples. But like the persona of like, I gotta do like, you know what I'm saying, what it leads to do this shit at a high level, you gotta do shit like lifestyle TikToks. And I'm not finna be a nigga that's recording myself making up the bed, bro. And to y'all niggas that do that shit, whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all cook. You know what I'm saying? I see what it is. But again, like where again, I could ultimately in the end of it be wrong. But what I do really feel like is that like niggas really need to be more private in their life, because all them lifestyle TikToks, all that shit be really staged anyway. We was watching this TikTok the other day. This chick was arguing over like paying for meals. And if you're not really like aware, you don't really be realizing that shit be staged. Them arguments on TikTok be staged. Like the love you get on social media, a lot of that shit be fake. Niggas be weird. Niggas just really want to just track your life, and they really don't even like care for really what happens. It's just so much goes on there. And when you trying to like get to a certain place, it's all about like letting go of the shit that really like is holding you back, that you could really do without, so you could really move forward. You know what I'm saying? They say like, if you want to move fast, you go alone. If you want to move far, we go together. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you really think about it, like, if you always have a weight of like, oh, my public perception in this eye, you're gonna operate your life in one way, and it's gonna alter how you move. You know what I'm saying? Like social media is a drug. I realized like I stopped eating so much candy. I realized how much candy is a drug. Like it really like warps your brain. Like the dopamine levels, you get so many hits because if somebody likes your story, you feel like, oh, I feel good about that, right? And so like that's a dopamine hit. And so you turn your phone off and Instagram is set to give you another notification 2 minutes after your phone set off. If you ever like really pay attention, like it'll just tell you like, hey, this person's online, or oh, this person liked your picture or something. It'll do something as soon as you put your phone down 2 minutes, because they're literally like chemically warping your brain. Like your brain is not supposed to be getting this many dopamine hits in a fucking time in a day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it fucks up your focus. It messes up a lot of things. And like I'm noticing all those things. Like even with candy, I was like leaning on that. Like that can be a drug. Like I'll eat some candy and I'm not realizing like it's giving me like a high almost. It's like smoking weed or whatever. It give you high. Like and it's you get addicted to. You can be addicted to anything. And I think as our society moves in this like digital direction, a lot of us are gonna be addicted to social media, and it'll become the norm. And it's for niggas that don't want to participate. It'll seem like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, you got to do this for this, and this reason. And I always had all these reasons for why I had to keep up like these social media images, and I was like, nah, I won't do that shit no more. And yeah, I feel better. That's what niggas want to know. I feel better, like I really do. I feel like a weight's been lifted off me. Turning my comments off on my story was really good, you know what I'm saying? And like I've been in my niggas have all noticed it. Like my best friend, like Kwashia tell you, like, you know what I'm saying? I've been much more consistent in her life. That's literally my best friend. You know, I'm her daughter's godfather. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a real connection, a real relationship that I really need to prioritize. I'm not investing in other shit that's not that, you know what I'm saying, before I do this. And so yeah, I'm in a group chat more. All my niggas been like, damn, this nigga Trey been in a group chat. Yeah, because like I'm not on the social medias no more. Like I'm actually talking to y'all niggas now. I'm calling people, you know what I'm saying? At least checking in, doing a lot better. And that's what I feel like at this point in my life is important to me. It's my real connections and shit. And so this is a decision towards that. This is me fighting towards what I believe freedom is. You know what I mean? And being aligned with myself and shit like that. And so yeah, like I put it online earlier that people had questions, but I think I pretty much addressed all the questions that y'all had. One nigga, you know what I'm saying, the last one I wanted to ask was one of my niggas was like, you know, why is this the end or whatever? It's not the end. That's gonna be the last question I have to. That's the only question I fully address though. It's not the end because Acha will be taking this over in Dallas. And him and my boy Zeke the Freak will be taking over Primary Colors Podcast, boy. And y'all done heard episodes with Zeke, man. Our episodes with Zeke, they always did numbers too. They like Zeke would come on our show and it would just do numbers. And he always had a passion for this and he's always wanted to do this, you know. He's an authentic voice for somebody that's really like a really intelligent street nigga. He really give me Kodak Black vibes. And so like, I'm excited for y'all to see this, bro. Really excited for y'all to see what this is gonna do. It's gonna evolve, it's gonna grow into something else, man. But yeah. Before it evolves and grows into something else, I just want to make sure that I just take time to like shout niggas out, bro. Shout niggas out, bro. But before I do that, I want to say I think one thing that's kind of like been resonating with me lately is this little quote that I saw is like a man only, like people have two lives maybe. And the second one starts when they realize that they only have one. And that's really like been resonating with me. Like I'm now hyper aware of myself and I'm hyper aware of the fact that I only have one of whatever this physical experience is in being Trayvon or whatever you identify that as. You know what I'm saying? I only got one of these. And so I'm going to spend it where it's important. And at the end of the day, what that means for my legacy is that it will actually live on, you know, because like that's how I want to be remembered at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? As somebody that really was there for their family and somebody that was really like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that was dependable for the people that really, I could really be dependable for, you know what I'm saying? And so like, that's that, man. Did I have some shit else I wanted to talk about, bro? Yeah, do niggas want to know how I'm gonna spend my time? Yeah, like again, like I'm moving to Chicago. It's gonna be lit. Shout out to my nigga Bo. Shout out to my nigga Bree. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Austin. You know, all of that, man. And fucking, I'm finna get into these shout outs since we kicking them, man. You know, I'm excited, man. Y'all gonna welcome me out there, and I'm really excited, you know, to be out there with y'all. And yeah, man, I want to keep the shout outs going because there's been a lot of people that's been involved in this, you know. And again, I have to write it down. So I ain't forget, and I'm probably still gonna forget, but y'all forgive me, man. You know what I'm saying? Charge it to my head, you know what I'm saying? On my heart. You know, I want to shout out again everybody that built this, bro. Ant, Zach, Acha. Can't wait to see what you do with it, bro. I cannot wait to see where you take it, bro. You know what I'm saying? T, Shaq, you know, Cam. I want to shout out Light Skin Sam for being our producer, bro. We appreciate you. Shout out AMX, Taz. Make sure I get everybody, bro. Anybody who bought merch, bro. I know I'm forgetting people, bro. I want to shout out Chanel. Who else? I want to shout out Wazir. Thank you so much for supporting. I just want to shout out people from back in the Gap. Sean, Cody, everybody used to come through the studio back in the day. Fucking Coach Tev. So many people's coming through. John Doe. Stay bright. My boy, Stay Bright. We appreciate you, man. You really helped build this, bro. You was really big with taking pictures and helping us build our media behind this product to really push it forward. Man, we did so well, and a lot of it is really thanks to you. I want to thank you, bro. I want to shout out Alex, our other, photographer guy. He was really appreciating you, bro. Our other engineer too. Who else, bro? Who's on it? Man, I know I'm forgetting some people, bro. But that is what it is. I want to shout out Lennox. Shout out my boy Lennox, man. What's up, bro? Man. Shout out Brooke. Fuck it. I know you listening, man. I want to shout you out too. Goddamn. What else we got on here, man? Oh man, I know I forget. Dame. How can I forget Dame, bro? I want to thank you for putting on everybody out there that you put onto the pod, bro. You were so faithful with just spreading the word to everybody in the barbershop. So everybody in the barbershop out there with Dame listening, man, I thank you out there in LA, man. We love y'all, bro, for real. Everybody from here to the motherfucking Himalayas, the real Birkenstock bandit on this motherfucking, man. I'm just on here talking now because we finna roll this episode out, man. I want to continue doing my shout outs though. Goddamn. I want to shout out my shout out Trav, bro. Shout out Trav. Did I say Trav? I should have said Trav in the beginning. Man, fuck it. Trav, he's finna kill me. But anyway, go to shout out Trav, bro. Thank you for everything you did, bro. Pouring into this, bro. Making this work, bro. You was really essential to really everything we did here in the city, bro. So thank you, bro. Sincerely, man. Shout out Imani. He was on the pod a few times, bro. You know you my nigga, man. Shout out Drew. He was on the pod. Man, I know I'm forgetting people. Shout out Rob. Shout out Neek. Thank y'all, man. Shit. Oh, man, I'll get on here and blanking, bro. I should go through my phone, but it's recording. Who got listen? Shout out Courtney. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for everything. Shout out Tori. For buying the merch. Tori and Jonathan. And my wife ran, y'all. I don't know. That's different than the other one. Much love, my peoples. But shout out Dom. You probably listening to this shit, so shout you out too. Yeah. Delete that. Shout out my nigga Sean. Oh, goon. She's really signing this thing off, man. I don't know. I'm not trying to see nobody else, bro. It's gonna be done in a second. Fuck. Anybody else, man? Love y'all, dog. Appreciate y'all, man. For real. Watch me grow. Watch me grow to 100 episodes. It's fucking wild, man. It's fucking wild when you think about it. Oh shit, yeah. Shout out Miles. Appreciate you. Shout out Dave. Dave. You too, bro. Getting nobody. Yeah. Listening. If you do listen, I haven't shouted you out. Here right now. I want you to know. Send you all my love. Right?